San Diego Padres.
Colorado Rockies at San Diego Padres, Game 2 of the regular season from Petco Park. Rockies lost yesterday after taking an early lead on a Nolan Arenado home run. The bullpen was not able to hold the lead. Getting the start today for San Diego is Dinelson Lamet. Last year, a 4.07 ERA in 73 innings, 105 strikeouts against 30 walks, 3-5 record. 14 of his appearances were starts. Gave up 62 hits, 126 whip. And David Dahl will lead off playing center field. 3.02 last year. Struck out a handful of times in yesterday's ball game. First pitch to Dahl is a fastball at 98 miles per hour taken high for ball one.
First pitch, 7-11.
The 1-0 is swung on and lifted in the air to right. This is fairly deep back at the track. That ball will be hauled in by Myers.
Batting second, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
That'll bring up Trevor Story. 294 with 35 home runs last season. 85 runs batted in and another 23 stolen base season. Story getting the nod as the number 2 batter in the Rockies lineup in 2020. First pitch from Lamet is taken, called a ball. Very close to being in the strike zone. No, it is a strike. Very subtle from the home plate umpire. That one is high, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball away, 2-1 the count. And that swung on and lifted in the air to right center field. Long run, and being able to get there is Lagares. That's out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
And Charlie Blackmon will bat third. 314 with 32 home runs, 86 runs batted in. Another all-star campaign for Blackmon, who's really become a perennial all-star. First pitch to him is a breaking ball taken outside. Blackmon 4 for 8 in his career against Lamet, has a double. 1-0 pitch is strike on the outside corner. Got to really listen for the call of this home plate umpire. Doesn't go up with that right arm like you often see. 1-1, they're setting up high, and it is swung on and missed.
Count is 1 and 2.
That's strike 2. 1-2 to Blackmon. It is swung on and missed for strike 3. And 1-2-3 inning for Dinelson Lamet. And we head to the bottom of the first inning scoreless. Lagares, Hosmer, and Pham due up for San Diego. German Marquez has really established himself as one of the excellent starting pitchers in the game. 4.76 ERA last year, but 174 innings, 175 strikeouts, 35 walks, whip of 120. For pitching at altitude, you can't get much better than what Marquez has delivered for the Rockies the past couple seasons. Unfortunately, he, like so many others on the Rockies pitching staff, succumbed to injury last season. So here's Juan Lagares leading off, and he takes first pitch fastball high, ball 1. The 1-0-2 Lagares is low and away, 2-0. Here's the 2-0. And that is high with a 99-mile-per-hour fastball, but now it's 3-0 on the first batter Marquez faces in 2020. See if he can get one over on the 3-0. That's right in there. Fastball for a strike. 3-1 the count. Lagares 1 for 5 in the opening day appearance. And here's the 3-1. Swung on and popped up. Shallow right field. Blackman camps under it, makes the catch, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Eric Hosmer, 265 with 22 home runs in his second year as a Friar. One out. The first pitch from Marquez is
0-1.
taken for a strike. Hosmer, a Gold Glove Award winner back in 2017. Plays some solid first base defense for you. And there's a curveball for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Hosmer. Well, 3-0 was the count on Juan Lagares, and Marquez was able to induce an out there. Hosmer now down 0-2 early. And he swings and slashes one foul. Here comes an 0-2. That's lifted in the air to center field. Dahl's going back on this ball. He's got it in range now. Makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Tommy.
And Tommy Pham, your number 3 batter, steps in for his second game as a San Diego Padre, and he's still looking for his first hit after the Rockies handled him well in Game 1 of this regular season. Marquez's first pitch to Pham. That is called a strike at the knees.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Slider just a bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pham started his career as a member of the St. Louis Cardinals, then a brief stint with the Tampa Bay Rays before they went on to trade him this offseason to the San Diego Padres.
Ball inside.
Slider inside, 2-1 the count.
Fastball
And
3.
that one's low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Fernando Tatis Jr. waiting on deck. So why would the Rays, who are in contention, want to trade Tommy Pham? Well, it might have been cost-related reasons, as Pham was due a raise in arbitration this year. Pham takes the pitch low for ball 4, and that's the first base runner for either side. 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, the shortstop,
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 317 with 22 home runs in an injury-shortened 2019 season. So throw to first. Drive back Pham. Mid-August is when Tatis had to leave a game due to injury and was unable to return, but he's back here now in 2020. 0 for 5 in his return was Tatis, just like Tommy Pham, the batter before him. But Pham already having a better day, getting on base once more than he did yesterday. Here comes a 1-0 to Tatis.
Ball 2.
And it's a breaking ball low, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Well, this is Ben Kuchnerkavich of Purple Row, letting you know that this broadcast is not affiliated with the Colorado Rockies, with MLB The Show 20, or Major League Baseball. 2-0 to Tatis. Is taken outside, runner goes, and the throw down is not in time. Stolen base for Tommy Pham, his first of the season. Not a bad throw by Wolters by any means, but like most stolen bases, that one was stolen on the pitcher. Swinging a foul back, and the count evens at 2. We're certainly glad for you to be with us on this Purple Row broadcast. Well, we're simulating games for you. Well, they are not happening. Now, Pham takes off for third, and he's in there. So a couple stolen bases this inning for Tommy Pham. as he's trying to make it happen all by himself. 3-2 pitch coming to Tatis. And that is lined foul the other way. That was an inviting breaking ball hanging over the plate that time. And Marquez is lucky to get another opportunity here. Another 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Here's a 3-2. Swung on and grounded to short on the backhand is Story. Long throw and got him. Nice play by Trevor Story to end the inning. We'll see Arenado, Murphy, and McMahon in the second. Nolan Arenado leading off the top of the second inning, 315 with 41 home runs, 118 driven in last year. One of, if not the best, third baseman in the game. Alex Bregman, Anthony Rendon giving him competition. First pitch to Arenado is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Pham is under it. Goes back a couple steps now, but still makes the catch for out number one.
That is fifth. The first baseman, number 9.
So here we go. Here's a look at the Padres defense. From left to right in the outfield, you have Pham, Lagares, and Myers. Infield corners, Machado and Hosmer. And up the middle, your double play combination, Tatis Jr. and Brian Dozier, with Francisco Mejia doing the catching for Dinelson Lamet. Daniel Murphy, the batter. Takes first pitch low, ball one.
Ball 1, no strike.
279 with 13 home runs in the 2019 campaign for Murphy. This time very early on due to injury that was sustained. We'll pick it up after this pitch.
Ball that's upstairs.
Slider high and away, 2-0. Injury sustained in the opening day series at Miami last year. It's a ground ball to third. Machado's got it. Throws to first, out number 2. So we'll hope for better luck in terms of injuries this opening day series.
The second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Here's Ryan McMahon, 250 with 24 home runs and 83 runs batted in his first season of regular playing time. Hit for good power last year. First pitch inside with a fastball. McMahon is 1 for 5 in his career against Lamet. Here's the 1-0. And swung on and lifted in the air to left. This should be playable for Pham. Waits for it to come down, and that will retire the side. Rockies are 6 up, 6 down. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Padres. Bottom of the second, scoreless. Here's Manny Machado, 256 with 32 home runs in his first season as a member of the Padres. Came up with the Baltimore Orioles, as you remember, then a brief period with the Los Angeles Dodgers after he was traded, then got to cash in on a big deal with San Diego. First pitch to this bottom of the second from Marquez. It's on its way. Swung on and grounded to first. Murphy takes it himself for out number 1. So we saw Arenado making out on the first pitch in the top half of the second. Machado does the same to lead off the bottom half of this inning. And here's Will Myers, 239 with 18 home runs last season. I think all 18 of those came against the Rockies. Well, a few of them certainly did. He homered yesterday. First pitch to Myers. Swung on and missed.
0-1.
Marquez has really handled Myers well, and we can't say that for many Rockies pitchers. In a brief sample. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Myers.
0-2.
Will be pitch number 26 of the day from Marquez. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. 3 pitches, 3 swings and misses from Myers. That's Marquez's first strikeout of the day.
Second baseman, Ryan Dozier.
Brian Dozier, the batter, minor league deal with the Padres this offseason after being a part of the World Series champion Nationals in 2019. Swings at the first pitch and grounds it foul. But Dozier, like Juan Lagares, who leads off the batting order for the Padres, both impressed enough in spring to the point where they made the Major League roster. Here comes the 0-1 from Marquez. And it swung on and grounded to first. And Murphy throws it away. Fortunately, Wolters will be there to back it up. And that'll only be 1 base for Dozier. So we'll try to see what went wrong there. Grounded to first. Murphy sensed that he didn't have time to take it himself, so tried to throw to Marquez, who wasn't really getting over there. And then Murphy threw it away. Francisco Mejia, the batter, as the Friar really gets the crowd going. Mejia had a pretty good day at the plate. Got on base every single time. Some walks in there. The big 3-run home run crushing blow. Had a double as well. Takes first pitch outside. Right now, our number 8 hitter for the Padres, Francisco Mejia, is leading the major leagues with a 1,000 batting average. He swings and fouls a 99-mile-per-hour fastball the other way. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 97-mile-per-hour fastball from Marquez, who really has a lot of late life on his 4-seam. Swinging a ground ball foul at the plate. One-two is fastball low. Two-two. Swung on and popped foul out of play. Coming up in the 3rd inning, we're going to talk a little about service time implications. There's a pitch high and the count goes full. Given that, while we are simulating games and pretending they are real, there is real baseball that's not being played right now. So we're going to talk about how you accrue service time when nobody's playing. Swung on and lifted in the air to right and foul. So another 3-2 offering coming from Marquez. With Dozier on first base after reaching on the error by Murphy. Swing and a miss, he got him on strikes. And worked through 2 innings. No longer is Mejia's batting average 1,000. We're scoreless. Here's Ian Desmond, 255 with 20 home runs last season. He'll lead off the 3rd inning. Came through with a couple knocks yesterday. And first pitch from Lamet in this top of the 3rd is swung on and missed for strike 1. So one player who got traded this offseason from the Boston Red Sox to the Los Angeles Dodgers was Mookie Betts, who we'll see when we take the trip to L.A. in our next series. Desmond fouls it out of play. He's quickly behind 0-2. The Dodgers undoubtedly will want to keep Betts on their roster the next time baseball is played. So we're assuming, let's say, the 2020 actual regular season does not get played. What's going to happen there? The Dodgers undoubtedly will want to keep Betts. After all, they gave up some prospects for him. It's the 1-2. It's inside. Betts, meanwhile, is going to be 28, and he'll want to hit the free agent market when he is at his youngest. And he'll have the ability to rack in the most cash. That's in the dirt, and the count goes full. So what's to do? That's something that Major League Baseball, the MLBPA, they're all going to have to make some tough decisions, and we'll see if they come to an agreement. Of course, there are bigger things in the world to worry about for the next few weeks at least. Desmond swings, lifts a high fly ball to the left. Going back on it is Pham, and he will make the catch for out number 1. But yeah, it's weird because, everybody's getting older. But in service time, it goes on. Nobody's getting service time, though. So it's a very strange situation, but everybody's in the same boat. Tony Wolters, the batter, he takes the pitch low. Double and a triple in yesterday's ball game for Wolters. 1-0 is inside, 2-0. Wolters the primary catcher this year, though when Kyle Freeland pitches tomorrow, we'll see Elias Diaz behind the plate. He got a pinch hitting appearance yesterday. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Good fastball count for Wolters. But instead he takes a breaking ball low, 3-1. As of what we've heard about Major League Baseball players testing for COVID-19, as Wolters fouls it out of play. 2 minor leaguers in the New York Yankees system. There was a player in the Arizona Diamondback system who was tested but came back negative. Member of the Reds organization, not a player, was tested and also positive. Tony Wolters swings and misses, and that's the second strikeout for Lamet, out number 2 here in the 3rd.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Marquez.
Here's German Marquez. See how he hits this year. His first pitch slider for a strike.
0-1.
Well, with Peter Lambert starting the season on the injured list and probably starting the season in the minor leagues, even if that weren't the case, Marquez is assuredly the best hitting pitcher on the Rockies. Swing and a miss, didn't look like it there. Well, it looked like the Corey Dickerson trade in 2016, but German Marquez has certainly been the big piece in terms of production ever since that trade with the Rays unfolded. Rockies don't like to make a whole lot of trades, but this one definitely paid off. There's a swing and a miss, and Lamet sits down the Rockies, 9 up, 9 down. He's got it going today. Go to the bottom of the 3rd, scoreless. Pitcher Dinelson Lamet leads off the bottom of the 3rd.
No pitcher, Dinelson.
First pitch from Marquez is fastball high. Lamet, a native of the Dominican Republic. 1-0 from Marquez, swung on and missed.
1-1.
That's a swing and a ground ball, weakly hit to short. Story should have time, makes the play for out number 1. Lineup will turn over for the Padres. Here's Juan Lagares, flied out his first time up. First pitch is taken for a strike. Lagares also a native of the DR. 0-1 is breaking ball just a little bit low. Count levels at 1, and here's the 1-1. It's inside. Swung on and grounded deep in the hole at short. Story should have a play, and he makes it for out number 2. First 2 batters in the bottom of the 3rd grounding out to the shortstop, Story, 6-3. Here's Eric Hosmer again. He homered in yesterday's ball game. Flied out his first time up today. No, we never did get time in opening day to talk about the Astros scandal, which should have been the biggest story of the offseason, but a lot happens, and that seems like very far from the most important item in the news now. We'll talk about that in the fourth inning, though. Hosmer grounds one into right field, a base hit. It's the first hit of the game for either side. It comes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
Now back, left fielder.
So here's Tommy Pham, still looking for his first hit as a Padre. Takes one down and in. The 1-0. There's a strike. 0 for 6 start to the season for Pham. But Padres fans should be assured there are brighter days ahead. One. Swung on and poked to second base. McMahon goes the short way for the final out. 4-6, your force out. And we're through 3 innings, scoreless. Top of the order due up for the Rockies. David Dahl leads off the fourth. He flied out his first time up.
The center fielder, David Dahl.
But yeah, it came out this offseason that the Houston Astros used technology to their advantage, and an illegal advantage at that. During the 2017 season was when it was proven in the commissioner's report. It's the first pitch to Dahl was taken for a strike. You can read a lot about what happened with the Astros on The Athletic. Evan Drellich, Ken Rosenthal, all doing excellent jobs of covering that story. There's a pitch low. Mike Fiers, who went on to pitch for the Oakland Athletics, but a former member of the Astros, was the one to be the sort of whistleblower on that story. Here's the 1-1 to Dahl. It is high.
Count is 2-1.
And there are various reactions to whether or not Fiers should have come forward for the integrity of the game, or if he shouldn't have been a quote-unquote snitch. 2-1 to Dahl, swung on and hit foul down the third base line. I'm of a mind that the integrity of the game was furthered by the efforts of Fiers. It was a check swing, peeled to third, and Dahl did not go. Count goes full. 3-2. It's down and in. That's the first base runner of the day for the Rockies. Leadoff walk to David Dahl.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
But yeah, very mixed reactions from Astros players. Not all of them were necessarily greeted with positives. Alex Bregman and Jose Altuve in their first appearance with the media. And then Carlos Correa not necessarily taking full responsibility for their actions and perhaps not even understanding the magnitude of them. Story takes first pitch strike. But Trevor Bauer of the now Cincinnati Reds was a guy who tweeted some things back a few years ago about how maybe some things were kind of shady going on with the Astros. So swing and a miss, quickly 0-2 on Story. So a lot of pitchers may be doing some headhunting this season against the Astros. And unfortunately, that's just how it's going to likely be handled. Here's the 1-2. Check swing. And Story just held up. Count evens at 2. That's high. Count goes full. Of course, the Astros should not have cheated. Do they deserve to pay for it with potentially life-threatening fastballs being aimed in their direction? I would say no. It's the 3-2 from Lamet to Story. It swung on and lifted in the air to shallow center field. Coming in is Lagares. And going out is the shortstop Tatis. He makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Here is Charlie Blackmon. Struck out his first time up. First pitch, swung on and lifted in the air to right. Going back on it is Myers. He's at the track, and he makes the catch. Heading back to first base is Dahl. That's out number 2. Blackmon hit it hard, but Myers went back to the track to make that catch. Nolan Arenado flied out his first time up on the first pitch. See if he gets into a deeper count this time. First pitch, low ball 1. Plenty of players around Major League Baseball have had their share of reactions to what the Astros did. Members of the Dodgers spoke out on Twitter. I think it was Cody Bellinger, as Dahl is inducing a throw. Bellinger, I believe it was Bellinger, you can correct me if I'm wrong, who said that he would rather have a guy who took performance-enhancing drugs play against him than someone who literally knows what pitch is coming. So yeah, what the Astros did was, stealing signs has always been a part of the game, and no one says that it can't be, as Arenado swings and grounds it to short. Going to second, not in time. Back to first, not in time. Not sure what Tatis was doing there. It seemed like he had a sure out in Arenado at first base, but wanted to go to short to second base to get Dahl, the lead runner. Ended up getting nobody. And that puts 2 runners on for Daniel Murphy, who takes first pitch down and in. 135 career home runs over 11 seasons for Murphy. A member of the New York Mets, then Washington Nationals. Was outside. Murphy had an excellent, and I mean excellent, postseason for the New York Mets back in 2015 as he swings and slices one foul. Hit a ton of home runs in that postseason. Here's a 2-2 pitch. This could be a key at bat. Swung on and sliced towards left field. That's a long run for Pham, but it's foul and out of play, and we'll do it again. It's outside and kind of goes forward, with McMahon waiting on deck. So to finish that thought, no one thinks that sign stealing is inherently wrong, but you know, it is illegal to have a sort of hidden camera feature and then banging on a trash can to tell the hitter at the plate what's coming. So really this inning should have been over, but Tatis, a little bit of a mental error in throwing to second on the Arenado ground ball. Bases loaded with 2 outs now for Ryan McMahon, who flied out his first time up. 4th inning was the good one for the Rockies yesterday, as that's the inning in which Nolan Arenado hit his solo home run to give the Rockies an early lead. McMahon takes a fastball high. So we got Dahl on third, Arenado on second, Daniel Murphy on first. Here's the 1-0 to McMahon. Right down the middle for a called strike with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. One. Swing and a miss for strike 2. You know, a lot going on in the world right now. Really lost in the shuffle is all that business with the Astros, with plenty of states across our nation declaring stay-at-home or shelter-in-place orders due to the threat of the coronavirus, as McMahon takes a pitch low and away. But we'll try to keep that talk to a minimum, as I'm sure you have come to this broadcast for a bit of a release from all of the COVID-19 talk. McMahon swings of, say, fly ball to left. Pham under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rockies get the bases loaded with 2 out, but they do not score. Rockies also don't have a hit yet. We go to the bottom of the 4th, scoreless. Fernando Tatis Jr. leads off the bottom of the 4th. He grounded out his first time up.
Number 23.
The game is better when Tatis is playing. He showed last year what he could do in his rookie campaign, as Marquez delivers first pitch strike. Pete Alonso, the undeniable Rookie of the Year last season after setting the rookie Major League home run record with the New York Mets. But Tatis was, he was in the same category conversation for a little while. It's quickly 0-2 on Tatis as he fouled the previous pitch back. Now here comes that 0-2 delivery from Marquez. It is low and away with the breaking ball. But there are a lot of young stars in our game today that are really exciting to see. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball low and away. Marquez went fishing, and Tatis was biting and came up empty. And that'll bring up Manny Machado. First pitch, fastball in the dirt, 1-0. Machado grounded out his first time up. Here's the 1-0. A strike on the inside corner. Here's the 1-1. And that is low. Very odd time for Machado back in 2018 during the World Series, where he played for the during the All-Star game, played for the AL as he swings and pops one up. Going back is the third baseman Arenado, and he will make the catch for out number 2. Playing for the American League in the All-Star game, but it seemed like already a foregone conclusion that he was about to be traded to an NL team. So it was just a very, very odd, surreal experience in that All-Star game. Here's Will Myers. Takes first pitch slider away. Yeah, only 3 for 18 with 11 strikeouts for Myers in his career against Marquez. Here's the 1-0. Swung on in line towards right field. That's going to get down, and it's going to go to the wall. Myers will cruise into second base with a 2-out double. It's the first extra base hit of the ball game for either side. And guess who? It comes from Will Myers. So here's Brian Dozier, reached on an error his first time up, an error by the first baseman Murphy. First pitch is a fastball in for a strike. The 0-1. It's going to miss just a bit inside. 1,055 hits in 8 seasons for Dozier, who started his career as a member of the Minnesota Twins. He swings and yanks one foul. It's 1-2. Also brief time with the Los Angeles Dodgers for Dozier. And the Washington Nationals last season. Strike 3 called. He got him on strikes. Dozier not a fan of that call, but Marquez sure is. We are through 4 innings at Petco Park. Rockies still looking for their first hit when we come back. Ian Desmond leads off the top of the fifth. He flied out his first time up.
Fielder, number 20, Ian Desmond.
Swings at the first pitch and comes up empty. Drafted by the Montreal Expos, as we like to tell you, is Ian Desmond. Started off his career as a shortstop, was transitioned to center field when he signed with the Texas Rangers. He lines one towards right field. That's a base hit. Where to cut it off is Myers. It's a leadoff single for Ian Desmond. Rockies went into the 2019 season with Desmond as their center fielder. A couple months into the season, it became clear that, maybe as he's getting older, Desmond can't handle the pressure of center field quite as much. I mean, he'll certainly handle it. He'll go out there and give it his all. But age does take its toll on all of us. So Desmond, more suited for a corner spot these days. Did start out as a first baseman when the Rockies signed him to his initial deal. As Tony Wolters takes a pitch inside. Wolters, former member of the Cleveland Indians, was a third-round pick. He was originally drafted. The 1-1. He has a strike. I'd like to see if we could get a couple men on before Marquez steps to the plate in a likely sacrifice situation. There's a flare to left. That will drop for a base hit. Desmond had to wait and see if that one was going to drop, but he gets into second base safely. See Tatis going out, but was unable to get there. So first two batters reach now, Desmond and Wolters for German Marquez. Struck out his first time up. He's going to pop up a bunt, and it's going to be caught by the third baseman Machado. So that is out number one, and the runners will have to stay put. David Dahl now has a walk in this game as well as a flyout. Rockies have had a good deal of traffic on the bases the last couple innings. Haven't been able to get a run home, though. First pitch sliders outside, 1-0. Dahl drafted in the first round back in 2012 by the Colorado Rockies. He's had quite a journey battling injuries and demotions throughout his early years, but now has solidified himself as the lead-off batter for the Colorado Rockies. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. Got a good one to hit right there. And it is 2-1. There's a 69th pitch of the day for Dinelson Lamet. Here's the 2-1. It is high and tight. 3 balls and 1 strike with Trevor Story waiting on deck. The bases are loaded with 2 outs in the 4th inning, but now Lamet really having to get out of trouble. That's in there for a strike, and the count goes full. Lamet now at 71 pitches through 4 and a third, with 2 runners on right now and a 3-2 count to David Dahl. The pitch swung on and pulled foul. Dahl really giving a good plate appearance here. A professional leadoff batter plate appearance, if you will. 3-2. Inside, ball 4. He walked him. Bases loaded, 1 out now for Trevor Story.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
It was Larry Rothschild who visited the mound, the newest member of the Padres coaching staff, former Yankees pitching coach for a long while, now with San Diego. So here's Trevor Story. His first pitch outside, ball 1. As Cal Quantrill warms up in the San Diego bullpen. Story 0 for 2 today. He takes one low and away, 2-0. Don't necessarily need a hit to score a run. as I'm not sure how much longer they'd want to go with Lamet, who's now at 75 pitches through 4 1/3 in his first start of the year. That one is high, 3 balls and no strikes, and no place to put Trevor Story with Charlie Blackmon waiting on deck. The 3-0 to Story. Inside, ball 4, he walked him. Desmond will score, and it is 1-0 Rockies. RBI base on balls for Trevor Story, and the bases remain loaded with 1 out now for Charlie Blackmon. Blackmon is 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout, as Matt Strahm and Drew Pomeranz are both warming up in the Padres bullpen. First pitch to Blackmon. That is down and in, ball 1. Trouble throwing strikes now for Lamet, and Blackmon is 4 for 10 in his career against him. The 1-0. That's a strike on the outside corner with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. The 1-1. That's in there for a strike at 97, 1-2 the count on Blackmon. You'd have to think this would be Lamet's final inning if he can get out of this jam. So pitched low and away. Count evens at 2. And swung on and fouled out of play. A lot of good at-bats from Rockies hitters this inning. 4 innings without a hit. And Desmond leads off with a hit in the 5th. Now the Rockies have the lead. That one's high and the count goes full. Again, no place to put Charlie Blackmon, and you have Nolan Arenado waiting on deck. Still 1 out and still bases loaded. Here comes the 3-2. Inside, ball 4, he walked him. Back-to-back bases loaded walks. Wolters trots home, and it's 2-0 Rockies. Still 1 out, bases loaded now for Nolan Arenado. I'm not sure how long the Padres can continue to go with Lamet here, but they will give him an opportunity to face Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2, fly out, ground out. Back-to-back bases loaded walks. First pitch to Nolan, swung on and fouled out of play. That was a strike. 26 pitches this inning for Lamet, 13 for strikes, 13 have missed the zone. There's an 0-1 to Arenado. Swung on and lined towards left field right at Pham. Tagging and scoring is Dahl, and it is 3-0 Rockies on the sac fly for Nolan Arenado. He hit it hard. So now we will have a pitching change as Jace Tingler, the new first-year Padres manager, takes the ball from Lamet, who's given up 3 runs, but he still has a couple on his responsibility. Really lost his command here in this 5th inning after holding the Rockies hitless through the first 4. And Cal Quantrill will be the new batter. 103 innings, 5.16 ERA in 2019. 28 walks, that's not many, but also only 89 strikeouts, so not a strikeout pitcher by any means. That's a 6-8 record in 23 games. He'll face Daniel Murphy, runners on first and second with 2 outs now. Murphy has a walk in this game. First pitch, swung on and grounded foul at the plate. Whether it was due to injury or otherwise, Murphy was not quite who the Rockies expected they were getting last year as he takes a pitch down and in. But as Bud Black said this offseason, we mentioned it yesterday, Bud Black says we're going to see a different Daniel Murphy this year. Swung on and lifted in the air towards shallow left field. Making the catch is Pham, and that will retire the side. But the Rockies, thanks to some poor command from Lamet, back-to-back bases, loaded walks, and then the sac fly, have a 3-0 lead. Well, bottom of the 5th inning. It's 3-0 Rockies. Francisco Mejia, who struck out his first time up, leads off against German Marquez. Well, Lamet could not make it through the 5th. We'll see if Marquez can. Swings at the first pitch, does Mejia, grounds it into the shift. Second baseman McMahon from the outfield grass makes the play for out number 1. That's a good start to this inning.
The batter, number 40. Your attention, please.
We'll have a pinch hitter now as the pitcher's spot comes up.
Number 5, Greg.
It is Greg Garcia. We saw him get a base hit off the bench yesterday. Former St. Louis Cardinal. First pitch from Marquez is taken outside, ball 1. Garcia, very good eye at the plate. The 1-0 from Marquez is swung on and grounded foul. Garcia came over to the Padres when he was claimed off waivers in 2018 from St. Louis. The 1-1. Bunt down the third base line. This is a good one, but it will roll. Oh, it's fair. Marquez picks it up, throws to first, not in time. That looked like it was rolling foul, but Marquez wanted to pick it up before it rolled, and he was not able to get the out in time. So here's Juan Lagares now with the runner on first and 1 out. He's 0 for 2. Here we go with the Friar again. I'll give him this. He does definitely excite the crowd. Juan Lagares 0 for 2 on the day. Swings at the first pitch and lines it into right field, a base hit. It's going to put 2 runners on with 1 out now for the Padres as they try to answer right back here in the bottom of the 5th. Here is Eric Hosmer. Single in 2 at-bats today. He takes a fastball high. The 1-0 delivery is also high. 98 miles per hour on that fastball. Long time with the Kansas City Royals was Eric Hosmer. And really has had an interesting career with seemingly alternating good performances and poor performances. There's a swing and a miss. Though his first 2 years in San Diego have not necessarily been what the Padres thought they were getting in terms of value.
Ball, that's too high.
That's high, 3 balls and a strike, and now Marquez is a pitch away from potentially loading the bases with 1 out for Tommy Pham. The 3-1, that's swung on and popped up foul territory. Third base side, Arenado going over, and he will get there and make the catch in front of his own dugout. Nice play for Arenado for out number 2. Here is Tommy Pham. Drew a walk and also stole 2 bases, stole second, then stole third. Still looking for his first hit as a Padre. First pitch is swung on and grounded, fouled on the third base line. comes the 0-1 pitch. That swung on and pulled foul as well. Quickly 0-2 as Marquez is going right after Tommy Pham. The 0-2 trying to end this inning. Down and in. Does not get Pham to chase that breaking ball. 1-2 the count. As finally in the bottom of the fifth, I have realized I wasn't wearing my glasses the entire time. So we will make sure that those are fully utilized for the rest of this game. 1-2 pitch to Pham is low and away. Count evens at 2. Two pitch, trying to make it a good one is Marquez. And it is swung on and chopped foul in front of the plate. That's a fair ball. Walters throws to first and got him. Nice job to get out of trouble there for Marquez. And it is 3-0 Rockies after 5.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 15.
Drew Pomeranz takes over. Pitched 2/3 of an inning yesterday. He's the new Padres pitcher. The first batter he will face is Ryan McMahon. Remember, we have the 3-batter minimum rule, so there is action up in the bullpen for the Padres, but Pomeranz is going to need to pitch to at least 3 batters. First pitch to him is inside, ball 1. It's Luis Perdomo, the righty, Jose Castillo, the lefty. Double barrel action in the San Diego Padres bullpen. Now a 1-0 to McMahon. Swing and a miss. Pomeranz, plenty of time as a starter in his career. Spent half of his time as a starter last year. Now is being utilized out of the bullpen with his big 4-year, $34 million deal with the Padres that really came about after he was traded over to the Brewers and started having a lot of success out of the bullpen at the end of the 2019 season. There's a strike and the count evens at 2. Two pitch, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. That's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 20, Ian Desmond.
So McMahon wants to get in on the fun. He has not been on base yet today. As Ian Desmond takes a breaking ball down and in for ball 1. Desmond 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. The 1-0 is low and away, 2-0. Swing and a miss, 95-mile-per-hour fastball. It is a predictable fastball count for Desmond, 2-1. And a swing and a miss to the fastball, diving low and away in the zone. It's 2-2. 2-2 pitch, slow, full count. Tony Walters waiting on deck. As we said yesterday, Desmond looks to at least begin the season as the everyday player against both righties and lefties. He crushes lefties, has not had as much success against righties as he fouls that one out of play. But Desmond will be given every opportunity to make good on his playing time. As he pitch outside, ball 4, he walked him as he walks against the first lefty he faces this season in Pomeranz.
The catcher, number 14, Tony Walters.
Tony Walters, the batter. Single and a run scored in this one. First pitch is swung on and lined in the air to right. Coming in and making the catch is Myers for out number 2. And that'll leave it up to German Marquez to keep this inning going. Hey, if there's a pitcher that's tasked with keeping it going.
Marquez.
You know, there are lots of worse options than German Marquez. He strikeout and a line out, and it's part of his 0 for 2 day at the plate. The first pitch is swung on and grounded foul. Marquez not what you would call a selective hitter, but he will go up hacking and give it a good hack. He'll give it his all at the plate. The 0-1 is in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Marquez. And swung on and fouled back to the screen. Marquez stays alive on an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 3-0 Rockies. Rockies in the bottom of the 6th. Fernando Tatis Jr. still looking for his first hit of the season. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundout. First pitch from Marquez is low, ball 1. Tatis Jr. also looking for his first hit in his career against Marquez. Very brief sample, though. The 1-0 is in for a strike on the lower inner corner. Count will level at 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 96 mile per hour fastball by him. And 1-2 pitch is high and away with a fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
0-2-2. Strike 3 called. He got him on strikes. 5th strikeout for German Marquez to kick off the 6th inning. Tatis Jr. evidently expecting something else to come his way. Manny Machado takes first pitch fastball for a strike. He's 0 for 2 today, a pop-out and a ground-out.
Nope, that's the ball.
And that breaking ball is going to stay low. The 1-1 pitch. Broke his bat, ground ball to second base. McMahon's got it. Makes the play for out number 2. 86 pitches through 5 2/3 now for German Marquez. And he's on pace to have a quick 6th. But Will Myers is standing in his way, trying to make it a bit of a more laborious task. He's 1 for 2 with a double, came back in the 4th inning. First pitch to Myers. His fastball high and in. 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
That one stays outside. 2-0 the count. And inside again. 3 balls, no strikes. Well, it was on pace to be a very quick strike-throwing inning for Marquez, but now he's behind 3-0 on Myers. And that's a strike on the inside corner, 3-1. Well, first start of the season for Marquez, and it was a good one. We'll see if he's potentially given a chance in the 7th inning. He's at 91 pitches now as Myers fouls it out of play, so from a 3-0 count to 3-2 on Will Myers. If this is the final batter Marquez faces, he can rest assured and sleep easy tonight, because this is an excellent performance. That's inside ball 4, and a 2-out walk to Myers.
The batter, number 9, second baseman,
Brian Dozier will be the batter. He struck out and reached on an error by the first baseman Murphy. It's part of his day today. First pitch from the stretch. Runner goes, and throw down is not in time. It's a stolen base for Will Myers. He picked a good time to run. Another good throw by Wolters is, don't dash on the stash, but like we said, that one's off of Herman. Just like the previous stolen bases we've seen from Tommy Pham today. That swung on and fouled out of play. It's quickly 0-2 on Dozier as Marquez tries to make sure that runner advancing to second does not matter if he can get Dozier out in quick order here. The 0-2, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. If that's the end of the day for Marquez, he has done an excellent job. We're through 6 innings, 3-0 Rockies. Double switch time for the Padres.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Jose Castillo, the new pitcher.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot. Number 65.
See, he got into the game yesterday. 2/3 of an inning.
And batting 9. Number 2. Trent Grisso.
David Dahl will lead off the top of the 7th.
That's a ball.
Trent Grisham is now taken over in right field, and he will bat 9th. So. The 1-0 to Dahl, swung on and missed.
Get down, 1-1.
Swung on and chopped foul at the plate, 1-2 the count. Swinging a ground ball softly hit back to the mound. We'll see if Castillo can make the play, and he just does get David Dahl for out number 1. Trevor Story will bat now. RBI base on balls his last time up. First pitch to Story. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The 0-1 offering is also swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2 on Trevor Story. The one Achilles heel in Story's game is the strikeouts. As he takes a slider inside, ball 1. But Story really one of the rare examples we've seen in the Rockies organization to kind of take the team by storm in spring training and make the team as the everyday starter right after spring, so when he makes his major league debut. We don't see that often with this organization as the slider inside count goes full. But in 2016, Story did just that. Of course, the previous season, Troy Tulowitzki was traded to the Toronto Blue Jays, then he signed with the New York Yankees, and now he has since retired. And Jose Reyes was one of the pieces back in that deal. The Story swings and misses and strikes out for out number 2. But Jose Reyes, of course, with the domestic violence situation, Rockies made the decision to cut him and go with Trevor Story as their opening day shortstop in 2016. And the rest has been history. Get it? His Story? Charlie Blackmon, the batter. As we'll quickly try to move on from that to attempt it. Ball 1. Charlie Blackmon. He has a bases loaded walk in this game, just like Story. That's low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. And low, 2-1. It's in there for a strike on the outside corner. Count evens at 2. Strike 3 called. He got him on strikes. It's going to retire the side, and it's time for the 7th inning stretch. 3-0 Rockies. Francisco Mejia leads off the bottom of the 7th. German Marquez still in this ball game at 95 pitches, but he has definitely earned it. First pitch is a strike. Mejia does have a home run in his career against Marquez. The 0-1 is high. So we have Scott Oberg and Jairo Diaz warming in the Rockies bullpen. Both the primary setup men for the Rockies. It'll likely be Diaz, then Oberg for the 8th. So there's a swing and a foul out of play. 1-2 on Mejia, who had that big 3-run home run in yesterday's ball game that really put a capper on things. That one's high. Velocity still looks good for Marquez, hitting 96 there. Next pitch will be number 100, so not sure how long you want to go with Marquez in his first game back from a season-ending injury last year. As that pitch is down and in. Count goes full, but either way, in your first start of the season for your young pitcher, you don't want to see them going past 100 too often. As that one misses outside for ball 4, Mejia draws a leadoff walk. He's 6 innings. 4 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks for Marquez. It's certainly been an excellent day for him. And he's going to get a chance to pitch to Trent Grisham, who will get his first plate appearance of the season for the Padres. His new team came over in a trade with the Milwaukee Brewers this offseason, as the Friar has switched places on us. Unfortunately, the time in Milwaukee for Grisham did not come to a too great of an end, as he was responsible for a ball that got under his glove and rolled to the wall in the wild card game against the Nationals. So that was not necessarily a great end to his campaign with Milwaukee, but hoping to write a new chapter here in San Diego. There's a slider high and away. Bud Black is on the top step of the dugout ready to make a change if necessary, but right now he's going with his starter Marquez, who's at 103 pitches now in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 1-1. It is swung on and hit into right field, a base hit. It's going to put 2 runners on now, and the tying run will come to the plate as the top of the order comes up. Trent Grisham gets a hit in his first at-bat with the Padres. And you got to think Bud Black will be looking to go to his bullpen now. But no, he's going to stick with Marquez to face Juan Lagares, 1 for 3, base hit back in the 5th inning. He must like the matchup here. 104 pitches for Marquez in his first start of the season. Swing and a foul out of play, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit to short, to second for 1, back to first. Double play. And that is huge for Marquez. Six, 4, 3, and there are 2 outs just like that as Eric Hosmer steps to the plate. Wade Davis has now joined Jairo Diaz in the Rockies bullpen. Davis likely will still pitch the 9th, but Black made it clear this offseason that he's sticking with Davis as his closer, even after a rough campaign in 2019 as Hosmer takes the pitch inside, ball 1. That's low, 2-0 the count. 66 strikes and 108 pitches for Marquez. Here's the 2-0 to Hosmer with a runner on third, 2 outs, swung on and popped foul. 2-1 the count. Oberg took over briefly as the closer for Wade Davis last year before Oberg himself had to go down with an injury. That pitch is high and away, 3 balls and a strike with Tommy Pham waiting on deck. Oberg dealing with a blood clot in his pitching arm, and that's not the first time he's dealt with this injury, but we're certainly glad he's healthy now. There's a strike, count goes full on Hosmer, and Marquez needs one more great pitch for pitch number 112 of the day. You have to think Hosmer will be Marquez's final batter no matter what. Here comes the 3-2. Swung on and fouled out of play. One more time, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lined towards the right field corner. That's a fair ball. It's going to get a run home, and Hosmer on his way to second with an RBI double has put the Padres on the board. They trail it 3-1.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tommy.
And Bud Black will have to go to his bullpen. Well, it was a very strong start for Marquez. Showed some signs of fatigue here in the 7th inning in his first start of the season, but there is a lot to build off of for a very impressive campaign to look forward to for German Marquez. New pitcher for the Rockies is Scott Oberg. 56 innings, a 2.25 ERA. It is remarkable the past couple of seasons out of the bullpen for Oberg. He had 58 strikeouts in 56 innings, 23 walks, 49 games. Again, had to go down due to injury at the end of the season. He'll face Tommy Pham with a runner on second and 2 out. Oberg getting in there when the matchup is toughest. There's a ground ball to first. Murphy takes it himself. Side retired. We are through 7 innings. Not before Eric Hosmer puts the Padres on the board with an RBI double. It is 3-1 Rockies heading to the 8th. Matt Strahm, new pitcher for the Padres, pitched yesterday as well, got an inning of work in. Didn't give up any runs. And the first batter he will face is Nolan Arenado. Had an RBI on a sac fly.
Nolan Arenado.
Otherwise 0 for 2. And he crushes lefties. First pitch from Strahm, grounded to third. Machado outside the line, throws across for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
And that will bring up Daniel Murphy. Had a walk in the 4th inning. So Ryan McMahon, the only position player not to reach base in this game. Sorry, Arenado did reach base, so did not reach base. He just had the sac fly. It's a pitch down and in. McMahon, the only one not getting in on the action. Everyone else either has reached base or had a run batted in. But McMahon will get another opportunity after Murphy's at bat here. That is outside with a slider, 2-0. 30,513 in attendance today at Petco Park. A little bit down from opening day, but everybody's looking forward to seeing some baseball, so decent crowd nonetheless. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Now, 2-1.
2-1 pitch from Strahm to Murphy. Swung on and pulled foul. Count evens at 2. Swung on and fouled back. We saw Oberg getting in there in the 7th inning. It looks like Oberg is going to be used in the highest leverage situations. He came in with a runner in scoring position and the tying run at the plate as the 2-2 to Murphy is taken low. Count goes full. Not necessarily an 8th inning role for Oberg, but he's going to come in when they need someone to get the big outs prior to the 9th inning. 3-2 coming to Murphy, who actually hit better against lefties than he did against righties last year. He swings and fouls that one off. He's putting together a nice plate appearance here against Strahm. 3-2. Swung on and chopped foul. Murphy not going quietly into that good night. 8 pitches this at bat. Here comes the 9th. Swung on and ground to the 3rd. Machado drops it, throws to first low, but that is dug out by Hosmer, and Murphy was running, so he still had plenty of time. That's out number 2.
The second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
So here is Ryan McMahon hoping to get in on the action today. See his name appear in the box score with some numbers aside from the at-bat column. First pitch. Grounded to 3rd. Machado's been busy. Makes the play, and that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-1 Rockies. Bottom of the 8th inning, Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 today. And Scott Oberg will remain in the ballgame to pitch the bottom of the 8th. Three-batter minimum rule does not necessarily apply if you pitch to the end of an inning, but Bud Black wants to continue with Scott Oberg here in the 8th. First pitch is inside with a slider, 1-0. Really, what Oberg has done the past couple seasons for a Rockies reliever has been rare. 2 seasons with an ERA under 3. 1-0 pitch is outside 2-0. And well, we've seen in their first seasons with the Rockies, Wade Davis, Brian Shaw, Jake McGee, the big trio of bullpen arms struggle. Scott Oberg has been a bright spot. We talked about yesterday how Jairo Diaz and Carlos Estevez were really bright spots in 2019. Swung on and fouled, 2-1 the count. Oberg, not necessarily an extension, but signed a reworking of his deal to buy out some arbitration years. 3-year, $13 million deal with a club option for a 4th year. It was a swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2 count on Tatis as Oberg tries to keep him hitless on the season. Sophomore season for Tatis. It's low and away, count goes full. And swung on and fouled out of play. So Mike Trout hit his first home run of the year today, and a losing cause to the Astros, 3-2. 3-2 pitch is high, ball 4. A leadoff walk for Tatis, and again the tying run comes to the plate.
The third baseman, number 15, Manny Machado.
So Manny Machado 0 for 3 today. First pitch changeup misses low and away. Machado 1 for 5 in his brief appearances against Oberg in his career. It's another one low and away, 2-0. Pitch swung on and grounded foul. Here comes a 2-1 from the stretch. It is Oberg, and it is high, 3 balls and a strike. Pitcher's spot waiting on deck. We'll see who gets the call for the Padres. That one is low, ball 4. He walked him. So 2 runners on now with nobody out. go-ahead run steps to the plate. It's going to be it is Josh Naylor getting a pinch hit appearance. And Oberg's first pitch to him was swung on and fouled back. .249 with 8 home runs last year for Naylor. Here's the 0-1. And it is swung on and fouled away. Good start, though, getting ahead 0-2 on Naylor after issuing that walk. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's inside with the fastball, 1-2. High, count evens at 2. 2-2 pitch, swung on and grounded, lined to the second baseman McMahon. That will be out number 1.
Second baseman,
So Brian Dozier will bat. He's 0 for 3 today. However, we are looking at a double play combination here. First pitch, Dozier swings and chops it foul. Next pitch will be the 20th of the day for Oberg, as he could really use that pitcher's best friend right about now. Swung on and fouled back, quickly ahead of Dozier, 0-2. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him on strike. Slider in the lower regions of the zone. But Oberg gets the call, and that's a big out number 2. Jairo Diaz will be called upon to get the final out of this inning. 57 2/3 innings last year, a 4.53 ERA, 63 strikeouts to 19 walks. That is an excellent ratio. And we really didn't know if we would be looking at Jairo Diaz pitching the major leagues again for a while, but he came and he conquered last year. First pitch he throws is a 98-mile-per-hour fastball outside. Francisco Mejia, the batter, he has walked and scored a run in this game. It is Jake McGee and Wade Davis warming up in the bullpen. McGee probably up there if this game goes south or if the Rockies score a bunch more runs in the top of the 9th. Davis would be on to get the save in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the 2-0 from Diaz. Swung on and grounded to first. Line to first, and Murphy makes the catch. That will retire the side. It is 3-1 Rockies after 8. Luis Perdomo on again in the 9th inning. Pitched yesterday. Gave up a run in the 9th inning. But it was not enough for the Rockies, as they were ultimately not victorious yesterday. But they're in good position right now. Ian Desmond will lead off. It's 1 for 2. He takes first pitch strike on the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1, and it's swung on and missed quickly. 0-2 on Desmond. .2 pitch, swung on and grounded to short. Tatis on the backhand makes the play for out number 1. Told you Hosmer, a multiple. Well, he has won a Gold Glove. We have to do some fact checking to see if He's won multiple Gold Glove. I believe he's won multiple. As Craig Stammen is warming up in the Padres bullpen. But it must feel nice for infielders on the Padres to have a very sure-handed first baseman over there. Tony Walters swings at the first pitch, skies it into the air to right. Looks like Myers has a beat on this one, makes the catch for out number 2.
Up next for Colorado, the pitcher, Jairo Diaz. Your attention, please.
And we'll have a pinch hitter
For the Rockies,
in the pitcher's spot. It is Raimel Tapia, who ended the ball game yesterday, but he'll get another chance in a little bit of a less stressful situation here. This pitch taken for a strike with a slider. 275 with 9 home runs last year for Tapia. He will likely be utilized as the most frequent fourth outfielder this year. Sam Hilliard should get in the mix for some at-bats. He's swinging a ground ball to short. Making the play is Tatis, and that will retire the side. We head to the bottom of the 9th. It is 3-1 Rockies. Wade Davis will be on to close it out against Grisham, Lagares, and Hosmer.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies.
Well,
71.
the good thing is it's a new season when you look at those numbers for Wade Davis. At 8.65 ERA, he was better on the road, but still it was not pretty. But that is in the past, and he has committed to doing everything in his power to get back to the elite closing pitcher he once was for the Kansas City Royals. Trent Grisham will lead off. First pitch from Davis is high and away, ball 1. (3-1 Rockies). There's a strike. Here's the 1-1 inside with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. It's good to see that velocity from Davis, who had been trending downward last year. Here comes the 2-1, and it's high and away, 3 balls and a strike. But it's just really surprising to see what has happened to Wade Davis. Had a stretch for a couple years with the Royals there, over a couple years, where his ERA was under 1. The swing and a fly ball to center. Under it is Dahl, and he will make the catch for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 7, Juan Lagares.
Here's Juan Lagares, 1 for 4, base hit back in the 5th inning. 1 out. And we're a couple outs away from the first win of 2020 for the Colorado Rockies. First pitch, check swing, and home plate umpire says he went too far at strike 1 on Lagares. A 1 is a breaking ball that stays outside. One pitch, swing and a foul out of play. It is 1-2 on Lagares. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. That is out number 2, and 2 outs quickly for Wade Davis.
Now batting, the first baseman, Hosmer.
And that will leave it up to Eric Hosmer. 3-1 Rockies, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Hosmer 2 for 4 on the day. First pitch is a fastball outside. Double single RBI is part of the box score for Hosmer. (1-0) swung on and pulled foul. Here's the 1-1, high.
Count was 2-1.
Well, Davis has looked good. 12 pitches is all we've seen of him so far this season, but it's been a nice start. The 2-1. It's in there, and the Padres are down to their final strike. Davis into his motion. The windup, the pitch. Just a bit outside, and the count goes full. Tommy Pham is waiting on deck should Hosmer extend this even further. Davis just needs one more strike. The 3-2 one more time. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Desmond's going back, and that is over his head and going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. Desmond looked like he was getting in position to make the catch, but was unable to, and will bring the tying run to the plate now in Tommy Pham. 0 for 3 today, and Wade Davis would like to make sure that Tommy Pham continues hitless in his Padres career. So runner on second now. First pitch to Pham is in the dirt. That's ball 1. 2-out ground rule double for Eric Hosmer. There's the 1-0 to Pham. Swung on and lined towards left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Dolliver to cut it off. On his way to second is Pham. Hosmer will score. It's an RBI double for Tommy Pham, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Tying run now in scoring position. And the winning run steps to the plate. Fernando Tatis Jr. drew a walk in the 8th inning like Pham. Well, Pham now has his first hit, but Tatis Jr. also does not have a hit yet this season. 3-2 ball game. 2 very quick outs for Davis, but the last 2 have not come as easy. Davis's first pitch to Tatis is a strike. And here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. And now once again, the Padres are down to their final strike. Davis from the stretch takes a look at second. Now the pitch in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Does not get Tatis to chase. 20 pitches now for Davis here in the 9th. Just needs that one good put away pitch. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul. And we'll do it one more time. The 1-2, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. And that's the ball game. 3-2 Rockies, your final. The Padres will not have an undefeated season. The Rockies have their first win of the year. Well, it was thanks to a couple of bases loaded walks and a sac fly, so without the benefit of a hit, the Rockies scored a few runs today and ended up coming on top over the Padres 3-2. We'll see who gets the player of the game nod. It could be anybody, really. Wade Davis collecting his first save of the year, even though it was a nail-biter. German Marquez really pitched a solid inning. He should probably get the player of the game honors. We'll see in just a second here. It is German Marquez. 6 2/3 innings, showed some fatigue at the end, was not able to make it quite through 7, but 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, only 1 earned run, 6 hits. Nolan Arenado getting that sac fly RBI, Charlie Blackmon and Trevor Story working those bases loaded walks. Ian Desmond went 1 for 3 with a run scored. Dahl had a run scored as well. It was a bit of a nail biter in the 9th inning, but Wade Davis picks up his first save of the new season. Hopefully, many to come. And he did have 2 strikeouts, so maybe a little fluky. Maybe a little. We'll see. We'll see how Wade Davis performs this year. It looked pretty good. 2 strikeouts, some swinging strikes. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Ben Kuchner-Kavich with Purple Row. Hopefully you've been enjoying these telecasts. We'll bring you another one shortly. But Rockies win.